Hello, I think we are live. Just confirm once we are here. Okay. So guys, after a long time, we can say that finally we are live over here. Just confirm. Hello, 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 hello. Fair enough. Okay, so let's start, guys. Let's start. So now we are live. Okay, let's start. Just confirm once whether we are audible or not. Then we will start with this topic. Hello. Yes, I think that is audible. Yes. Okay. Mayur, Viraj, Ashwini, Supriya. Yes. So let's get started over here. Let's start with this. Sir, the name of the chapter is labor costing, or it is also known as employee costing. Done, sir. Okay. I will try to cover everything in such a manner so that it is helpful for you for your November 22 examinations. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Let's start. Now, sir, if you see this over here, you can see this questions came in exam for this many marks from this chapter. I can say this is, yeah, important chapter, but not that important B category. Why, sir, B category? Because first of all, out of 10 marks, sometimes 5 mark ka question is practical and 5 mark ka question is theory. So that is why I have given this as B category. Okay, but it is important. Okay, iska recording will be there on the YouTube. Iska recording rahega. Now, without wasting any time, let's get started with this. So, no, if I just talk about this chapter, guys, labor costing, this chapter has been divided, or employee costing, this chapter has been divided in 4 parts. This chapter has been divided in 4 parts. Like, the first one will be, guys, wage payment. Whatever payment I make to my worker, then labor turnover, rate per hour, overtime. Let us go one by one. Let us go one by one. Okay, let's go one by one. Now understand. Suppose if I tell you that we are working in an organization, you can take SS of this part. If you want, you can take SS screenshot. Okay, now let's get started. Okay, let's get started. Okay, Yash, thank you so much yeah, for your comment. Okay, let's start. Now understand, देखो ऐसा है ना, I am there, I am employer. Okay, I am employer, that is boss, I can say, and there is one worker who is working under me, that is, let us say, he is my worker or employee or labor. Now I want to motivate my worker that you have to work efficiently. How will I do? I will give them target. Like ICAI gives you the target, right? ICAI gives you the target. Okay, मयूर थियोरी कवर होगा क्या? थियोरी कवर नहीं होगा as of now. Theory will be covered later on. Okay, understand. I gave some target to my worker that you need to complete this job in specific period of time. Let's understand directly from here. Link is given in the description. You can check this. Okay. अभी के लिए आई एम जस्ट स्टार्टिंग विद दिस डायरेक्टली. सुनो, एकदम ध्यान से सुनना. That time allowed, I gave my worker 10 hours. You have to complete this job in 10 hours. And my worker has completed that job in 6 hours. Okay, done. So, sir, can I say my worker has saved 4 hours? Yes. 10 hours ka job he has done in 6 hours. So, 4 hours are saved. And my rate per hour is 100. Okay. Now, this TA is known as time allowed. I give time allowed. He has taken this much time. He has saved this much time. Okay. So, TA, TT, TS are done, sir. Dhyan. Okay. Hello. Okay. Sir, module ke questions? Yes, all the questions will be from the module, and the reference will also be given. Question number 6 and 7 of module, then question number 8 of module. But as of now, this is concept question that you need to understand. This is concept question. Okay, and the PDF is there. You don't have to worry. Let's understand. Now, samjho. Sir, I told my worker, okay, now understand this. Rate per hour is 100. Now, sir. If you work for 10 hours, I will give you kitna? 10 hours into 100, because my rate per hour is this. That is, I was expecting 1000 as my cost. Now understand what happened. Because my worker has done this job in 6 hours, I paid him kitna? Only 600, which you can see this over here. I paid my worker this much. You took 6 hours, which is time taken, and rate per hour is this. Okay, now my worker is not happy. Why? Instead of getting 1000 rupees, if he would have done that job in 10 hours, he did in 6 hours, right? So he's getting only 600. He is not happy. Now what he wants, sir, he wants some extra money. Can I say because of this worker you have saved 400 rupees? Sir, kaise understand? He saved 4 hours into 100. So can I say because of this worker there is a saving of 400 rupees? If entire saving is shared with worker, what is the benefit to the company? Or if entire benefit is kept by the company, what is the benefit to the worker? So to create a win-win situation, we will say half. Okay, so company will share iska 50% with the worker, 400 ka 50%, so that becomes 200 and your answer will be 800. Now both are happy. No sir, you will say both are not happy, sir. Why? Because worker was supposed to get 1000, but 1000 was by working for 10 hours, right? Now he is getting 800 rupees by working for how many hours? 6 hours. He is getting 800 rupees by working for 6 hours. So can I say 800 divided by 6? Now he is getting paid at the rate of 133.33 rupees. Yes, sir. This is clear. This is which question? This is one concept question just to give you the idea. And sir, this plan was developed by one person whose name is Halsey. He has developed this plan. Okay. Let me do one question with you. Okay. You have to answer. I will come to know whether your answer is right or wrong. Let's start with one question. You need to give me the answer. Huh? Module mein se we will start. Module mein se. So guys, let's come to this over here. Question number 6. Okay, understand. Very easy question. You should always have the structure ready. Before you solve any question, I always have a habit. I make a structure. TA, TT, TS and R. What is sir TA? TA is time allowed. Worker was given 8 hours to complete the job. What we need to calculate? Calculate earning of worker under Halsey, sir. Done, sir. We will calculate earning. Okay, now let's understand. Thank you, Deepak. Now, out of 8 hours, I can say that my worker has taken 6 hours, right? So my worker has saved 2 hours. Yes, sir. What is my rate per hour? 60, sir. Now, based on this calculation, I will say the first thing he will get is TT into R, his basic wages. He will say, I worked for 6 hours. I should get 60 rupees. Okay. 6 hours you worked into 60. You will get 360. Sir, how you will get the bonus, sir? Bonus. Dekho. I will say what is the benefit because of my worker? It is this. It is 2 into 60 and company will share 50% under Halsey scheme. So iska 50% if you calculate 2 into 60 into 50%, sir, that becomes 60 bonus. And if you add this 360 plus 60, that becomes 420 is your final answer. Yes, sir. You can see this over here. That final answer, you can see this 420. Done, sir. And if you want to see this solution over here, yahan pe in the module, you can check this. This is the solution. Okay, this PDF is there. The link is given in the description. Okay. Is this understood? Just tell me yes. Then I will start with the Rowan scheme. First plan is done. Majority of the chances are there. You will get question from Halsey and Rowan. Labor costing has 4 parts. It is like table, we can say. It has 4 parts. First is Halsey Rowan, then we will see labor turnover and all karke. Hello, just say yes in the chat box so that I will come to know, guys, that you have understood. Just say yes in the chat box. Hello everybody, I will wait for your comment. Arey baba, comment nahi kar sakte. Yes. Mayur, okay. Ashwini Jalaluddin. Okay, so let's start with this. That's sufficient. Let's start now. Sir, after doing this, let's go with the Rowan scheme now. Rowan scheme. Sir, what is Rowan scheme, sir? See, Rowan scheme is like this. It is just one concept question to give you an idea. Okay, now understand. Can I say, Halsey says, I will give half a bonus. Rowan says, I will give you the bonus in ratio. What is ratio? Dekho, first of all, it is clear. If out of 10, worker has done, Vinod, yeah, hello. Okay. So can I say that out of 10 hours, worker did that job in 6 hours. So worker has saved 4 hours. Because worker has worked for 6 hours, sir, he will get kitna rupiya? 100 ke hisab se, 600. Done, sir. So ye to he will get. Plus, how? What kind of bonus he will get? What is the amount of bonus that he will get? Understand. What is the bonus that he will get? I can say that in this case, hello, I can see that yahan pe, sir, Rowan scheme says you will get bonus in ratio. Sir, ratio bole to simple hai. Out of 10 hours, you saved kitna hours? Out of 10 hours guys, you saved 4 hours, so you will get 40% bonus. Okay sir, that is 10 into 40% becomes यहाँ पे out of 10 hours you guys saved 4 hours, so you will get 40% bonus. 600 का 40% comes to कितना? 240 guys. 600 plus 240, you will get 840 का bonus. Whatever time you have saved, you will get the bonus. Okay, Atharva, hi. Okay. Sir, do we have any shortcut to get this answer? Yes, you don't have to worry about this. What you guys have to do is very simple. जब भी क्वेश्चन आता है, you need to do like this. First is TT into R, time taken into rate per hour, which is 6 hours he has taken into 100. But sir, plus you have to go reverse. Reverse बोले तो 100 into 4 into 6 divided by 10. अच्छा, divide by 10. That is the formula will be rate per hour into time saved into time taken upon time allowed. So last wala you have to divide. Chalo. Based on this, whatever I have told you, please understand whether you will get answer for this question or not, which is question number 7 of module. We will do all the questions. Just pay attention in the rapid manner. Question number 7, sir. Let's start. Okay, understand. Same question. Data is entire data is same. Understand this over here. If I come, this is the question that we have. See, question number 7. Again, I will first write what? TA, then I will write TT, then I will write TS, then I will write R. Okay. Now if I check, what is your time allowed? Sir, 8 hours. What is the time taken? 6 hours. Time saved 2 hours. Rate per hour 60. Sir, one thing is confirmed. He will get basic wages. Kitna? That is TT into R. My worker has worked for 6 hours and he will get 60 rupees per hour. So 6 into 60, that comes to 360. Perfect. Plus, now he will get bonus. Bonus Rowan scheme mein how he will get? In the reverse manner. Reverse bole to R into TS into TT upon TA, that is upon 8. So I will say 60 into 2 into 6 divided by 8. That's it, and you will get your answer. 60 into 2 into 6 upon 8, and that will get 90 as your answer. And 90 plus 360, that becomes 450. Yeah, Ashwini, that is right answer. I can say 450 karke. Okay, let's check the answer. 450. You can see this. Your answer is 450. Okay, here also we can check. Your answer is 450 in the module and here in the notes which are provided in the Telegram. Okay, you can search CA Armor and you will get the notes CA Armor if you search on the Telegram. Okay, done. Let's go with the next part now. I can see that labor costing ke andar what is there? So labor costing ke andar, if you see, the first part is Halsey and Rowan. Labor costing ke andar, that is the first part. Sir, after first part, what is there? There is a labor turnover. Okay, now what is labor turnover? Try to understand. What is labor turnover? When we say guys labor turnover, यहाँ पे it is all about movement. Let me give you an idea. Okay. When I say labor turnover, sir, turnover का मतलब movement of labor. बोले तो movement of employees. It means worker is coming or worker is going करके. That is a movement. अच्छा, if worker is going, that is known as separation. Someone is going. So if someone leaves, someone has to come. Someone leaves, so someone has to come. So someone is coming. That is replacement method, sir. Okay. And then there is a new joining. It means understand. You have 100 workers, let us say, on an average. Let me give you an idea. Let us say that in the opening, you are having 900 workers. In the closing, you are having 1100 workers. So can I say on an average how many workers you have? Yes, sir. 900 were there in the opening, 1100 there at the end, divided by 2. Average 1000 workers I have. That is the average. 1000 workers I have. Okay, sir. Now I'm saying that out of 1000 workers, if I say 300 employees left the organization, if I tell you to calculate this in percentages, is it possible? Yes, sir. 300 upon 1000 into 100, 30%, sir. That is your separation method ka answer. Is this understood? Can we proceed? Hello. बताइए, can we proceed ahead? Separation method, your answer is 30%. 30% people left the organization. That is labor turnover, we can say. Sir, in place of these, we have hired 250 people. 350 left, we have hired 250 people in place of those employees. Can I say that? That is number of workers replaced upon average number of workers into 100. So that becomes kitna percent? 250 upon 1000 into 100. You will get 25% as your answer. These many employees have been replaced. 30% left and 25% have been replaced. Okay. Sir, new joining. What is new joining? I can say that these are those employees which have joined, who have joined for new project. Sir, there is a difference. There is a difference between replacement method and new joining. Acha. Replacement means someone left the organization and in place of those workers we have hired someone. That is replacement. And for a new project, there is one branch we are opening, and for that new branch we are hiring someone. That is a new recruitments. Okay, that is new recruitments upon average into 100. Let us say that 100 employees have been hired for a new branch. So that is 10% is this turnover for expansion. And last method is, sir, flux method. Acha, if we talk about flux method, sir, how will you get the answer? Simple. Kitna employee gaya? How many? 300 left. Then if I say 250 has joined, 250 have joined in place of them. And then 100 employees, I can say that have been newly, we can say that new workers upon average into 100. That is your flux method. 300 plus 250 plus 100 upon 1000 into 100. That is 65%, guys. So this is your answer. Okay. So this is your labor turnover wala. You just need to by heart this formula. Chances are there, majority of the cases mein, question will come from Halsey system or your labor turnover wala part. Okay. Now, इसके बाद there is one more thing over here which is impact on profit करके. There is one more thing which is impact on profit. Okay, that is if worker is leaving the organization, is it good for the company or bad for the company? Sir, that is bad for the company, sir. Why, sir? Labor turnover is bad. Someone who has experience, that fellow is leaving the organization. We have to settle his obligation, settlement cost. We have to hire a new person. So our recruitment cost, sir, recruitment, training and all karke. Okay. And in between, if there is a gap, someone left, sir, someone new employee we have hired, and if there is a gap in between, so you lost some units, you could not produce, your production was stopped for some period. So that is also one loss that you guys have. Okay. So little bit you are understanding that is because of labor turnover, there will be impact on profit. That is a negative impact. Sir, how do you get the answer? Dekho, when someone is leaving, we can say that when someone is leaving, that is settlement cost. When someone is joining, to recruitment and training cost. Someone is joining, and if there is a gap, there will be loss of contribution. Sir, there will be loss of contribution. That will be there. Okay, sir. Now, sir, give us some examples and let us solve the questions so that we will have a fair idea. Let's do few questions. You will understand this. Okay. Let's do a question number here. I can see that. Let's do this question from Institute Study Material. That is question number. Okay. Okay. So I can just say that question 15, then there is okay. Now let's understand this part. That is question number 15. Let's come to this and let's try to understand as to what is given over there. Let's understand this. Question number 15 in the module. Let's start. Sir, this is time pass paragraph. If you see, this is your time pass paragraph. That is, there is one company. Let's read. The management of BR Limited is worried about their increasing employee turnover in the factory. So there is labor turnover is increasing, and before analyzing the causes, and taking remedial actions. So we will take some actions, right? If there is a labor turnover, it wants to have an idea of the profit forgone. So we need to calculate kitna profit we have lost because of the labor turnover as a result of the turnover in the last year. So what is the profit that I have lost? देखो ये तो पक्की बात है. This is as my cost increases, which is settlement, and this cost recruitment. Someone who is leaving, so settlement cost we will pay. Someone we are hiring, we have to pay recruitment cost, selection cost, training cost. So ये तो cost आएगा ही आएगा. Sir, there is one more thing that will come. What, sir? There will be some contribution lost also that will come. So sir, what is contribution lost? Can you explain? Yes sir, understand. देखिए, how will you calculate the contribution lost? Simple. Let us say we sell vada pav, okay, and selling price of vada pav is 10 rupees. And sir, to manufacture that vada pav, to make that vada pav, we have to spend 8 rupees, that whatever we can say, material we require, labor and all charges. So I earn 2 rupees. When I sell one vada pav, you need to understand, when I sell one vada pav, my 8 rupee ka cost is, I am giving in kind 8 rupees. Vada pav pe I am incurring 8 rupees and I am giving it. And someone is giving me 10 rupees. So actually that fellow is giving me only 2 rupees in my business. Why? I gave him 8 rupees ka vada pav, I invested 8 rupees and I got 10 rupees. So this is something which one vada pav is contributing. So this is known as contribution. Suppose you could not sell one vada pav. Suppose you could not sell one vada pav. What is the amount that we have lost? Not 10 rupees, sir. You have lost only 2 rupees. If you could not sell one vada pav, 2 rupees is your loss. Okay, that is contribution loss. So there is one ratio, PV ratio. You must have heard about this in marginal costing or leverages. Okay, sir, your PV ratio is 20%, sir. Out of 10 rupees, you are getting 2 rupees. So your PV ratio is 20%. Okay, done, sir. Now understand this. Sir, last year, sales amounted to 83 lakh 3,300. PV ratio was 20%. Okay, last year ka data it is there, and we need to calculate last year mein kitna profit we have forgone karke. Done. So total number of actual labor hours worked by direct employee force was 4,45,000. So sir, in the previous year, my workers have worked for this many hours, 4,45,000 hours. Okay sir, my workers have worked for 4,45,000 hours. Okay. The actual direct employee hours included, and these hours included, I will write over here for your understanding, 4,45,000 hours. These are my productive hours. What are my unproductive hours? Let me understand. The actual direct employee hours included 30,000 hours attributable to training of the new recruits, out of which half of the hours were unproductive. Let me explain. In the last year, my workers have worked for 4,45,000 hours. Yes. And because there was labor turnover, new people were hired and they have worked. So now for new people, I have to give the training, and during training, I hope you understand, if I am giving training, I will not get the actual output, right? He is working slowly, I am giving instruction. So they are saying the actual direct employee hours included, actual direct employee hours bole to 4,45,000 hours included. It means this includes 30,000 hours attributable to training of new recruits, out of which half of the hours were unproductive. So this 4,45,000 has two parts. One is 30,000. Sir, the other one is 4,15,000. For 30,000 ke two parts, 15 and 15, because this is unproductive 15. So I just need to remove 15,000 from this value, which is unproductive. Just remove this and write down over here, it is unproductive. That is one thing. As a result of the delays by personnel department, HR department in filling the vacancies due to employee turnover. There was employee turnover, we have to hire someone, but sir, there was a delay. And because of this delay, we have lost how many hours? 1,000 potentially productive hours we have lost, excluding unproductive training hours. It excludes that were lost. So we have lost this many hours, 1 lakh hours. So this is again unproductive. Ek to 1 lakh hours, see how we lost. We have lost 1 lakh hours where the work was not done. Then when we hired our worker, 30,000 was our training, out of which half was unproductive. So 15,000 was unproductive. So total unproductive hours are, sir, 1,15,000. Yes, sir. And total productive is, out of 445, 15 is unproductive. So 430 is only something which is productive. Acha, it is written ekdam अच्छे से over here. You don't have to worry. Acha, let me show you that. It is written ekdam अच्छे से. Yes, Pallavi, that is gonna be the right answer. Perfect. Okay, तो यहाँ पर आते हैं. Let's come to this. So I hope this is something which is clear to you. This part. We have got this part, this and this, 430 and 150. Now, what I am saying, sir, last year, what was your sales value? Sir, what was your sales value? So, sir, my sales value was this much. 8 lakh. If you see, my sales value was 83 lakh 3,300. And my PV ratio is 20%. So, sales into PV ratio will give me the contribution of the last year. Yes. So, that is 83 lakh 3,300 into 20% give me the PV ratio or PV ratio. See, they give me the contribution. So this contribution was earned by working for how many hours? 4,30,000 hours. So by working for 4,30,000 hours, you could generate this much contribution. You have lost 1,15,000 hours. If you work for 1,15,000 hours, what is the contribution that you could have earned if you could have worked for 115? So cross multiply 1,115 into 1,660,660 divided by 4,30,000. You can see, sir, 444,130. This is the contribution you could have earned. Exactly. Now, minus 1 lakh. Pallavi, nahi, this 1 lakh does not include this. I am saying there was a delay of 1 lakh hours. Okay. Then we have hired our workers and they have worked for 415. And there is a training which has 15,000 is unproductive. So unproductive is this only. I hope that is understood. Now, finally, sir, once you get this, which is this value after cross multiplication, now I can see that this is your contribution lost, which will be written over here. And the remaining cost will be copied from over here. From remaining cost, remaining 4 cost, 1, 2, 3, 4, you will copy. And then, sir, take the total. You will get profit lost. Okay. So what part we have done? We have done first Halsey and Rowan. Sir, how to get this? TA, time allowed, time taken, time saved, rate per hour. Sir, what is the formula of Halsey, sir? Sir, TT into R. Rowan ka, achha, that is also same, sir, TT into R. Now, what is about bonus? For bonus, I will say Halsey says half bonus, that is TS into R का 50%, sir, 50%. Halsey says 50% bonus. Rowan says reverse में जाने का, you will get the bonus, that is R into TS into TT upon TA. And whatever is your total earning, if you divide by time taken, that whatever you have earned by working for this many hours, you will get effective rate per hour. Okay. Yeah, Partha, illustration 5, I will come to. Don't worry about that. I will come to that illustration. Okay. So now, this is something that we have understood. Then we have understood labor turnover. Turnover bole to someone is leaving the organization. Separation method. Someone is coming in. In में 2 parts. Someone is coming in place of someone who left. That is replacement or new joining. Upon average into 100, upon average into 100. How do we get average, sir? Opening plus closing divided by 2. And flux method is separated plus replaced plus new joining upon average into 100 karke. Done, sir. Now, let's come to this one other question, which is a third part actually, we can say. We are done with this, which is first part, wage payment. Then labor turnover, there are 2 parts, calculation of the turnover and impact on profit. Now guys, we are going for a rate per year. Reverse wali trick best hai. Yeah, Pallavi, that is the best thing, reverse mein, that so that you will never make any mistake. Now, let's go to the rate per hour wala part. How do you get that rate per hour wala part? Understand. My worker is working in the organization. I would like to calculate what is the per hour ka rate when he is working in my organization. What is the per hour rate? Okay, let's understand. Let's understand for that matter rate per hour ke liye, I can simply say like this. Let's do the question. You will understand ki what is the scene for that matter. So let me go to the question of rate per hour. You can just note down which all questions we are doing karke, numbers you can write down. Guys, rate per hour is here. 8, 9 ho gaya, 10 ho gaya. Okay, let's come to this. Acha, देखो एकदम सिंपल क्वेश्चन है, यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड क्वेश्चन नंबर 13 फॉर रेट पर आवर। ओके, टर्नओवर वाला सर चार्ट वापस समझा देना, टर्नओवर वाला। सी टर्नओवर का चार्ट इज इजी ना बाबा, देखो इधर ये वाला अभी अभी बताया ना, दैट एम्प्लॉइज opening में I have 900 employees, closing में I have 1100 employees, so on an average 1000 employees I have. So first you will get average employees, then you will say out of 1000 300 people left the organization, that is separation left, so 30% left. Out of 1000 I can say 300 left, so 250 joined, so 250 upon 1000 into 100. I hope you understand. The last one is new joining, which is 100 students or 100 employees have joined the organization, we can say. And last में flux, you need to add everything, divide by average into 100. Yes. Now we can come to this rate per hour. There is one question, let's do that. Simple. देखो, you need to decide one thing. First of all, you will go for per annum का calculation or per month. I will always go for per annum generally. Okay. Sir, I am paying this labor rate per hour ना, तो you need to calculate cost divided by net hours. So let's calculate the cost. This. Just multiplied by 12. Basic DA, earners allowance and fringe benefits. Some payment we are making to the worker, extra benefits. Take the total. Sir, 14,000 is my per month ka total. What is the payment that you make in 1 year, sir? 14,000 into 12. That becomes 1,68,000. That is the total payment I make to my worker. Yes, sir. 14,000 into 12. So that comes to 1,68,000. This is labor cost. Sir, I am paying this much to my worker, 1,68,000. My worker is working for how many hours in 1 year, sir? He is working for how many hours? So, number of working days in a year, 300. 20 days are availed as a leave on full pay. So, out of 300, my worker is not going to come for 20 days. It is leave, okay, with pay. So, he is going to come only for 280 days in my office. Out of 300, see, Saturday, Sunday there is off. So out of 365 days, I open my factory only for 300 days. And out of those 300 days, I allow 20 days as a leave. So my worker is going to come only for 280 days. Yes, sir. And every day he is going to work for how many hours? 8 hours. So he is going to work for how many hours? 280 into 8, sir. 840 hours. And sir, I am paying him kitna? I am paying him 1,68,000. So 1,68,000 divided by 840. That is 200. एक second, there is any calculation error? Yes, sir. Okay, my mistake, 2240. Yeah. Mohammed, thank you. So 1,68,000 divided by 2240. बोले तो 75 will be your answer, sir. 75. You can check. Sir, 75 will be my answer. Did you get this? Acha, if you want to see the solution, how to write, so it is here, 75. I will say out of 300, sir, 20 days are holidays. Then 8 hours he will work. What is the payment I am making? Divided by 2240. Can we start with the next part now? Hello, bataiye zara. Can we start? This is your rate per hour. What you will do? Total hours minus non-productive time, normal wala, you will reduce. Then what? Then you will say whatever is your labor cost for 1 year divided by effective hours, net hours for 1 year, and you will get this. Yes, sir. Yeah, Ashwini, I got that. Okay, now what to do, guys? Now let's come to the last part, which is overtime. What is there with reference to overtime? Let's understand. Okay, चलिएगा. Let's understand overtime वाला part. Okay. Sir, overtime को लेके चलो. तो overtime को लेके there is a question. There is one question which is there. Let's discuss that question. We will understand few things. Question number 5, Ashwin is talking about. So I think someone said question 5. I don't know who said that, twice or thrice. Okay, so let's come to the question 5. Yeah. Let's come to the question 5, sir. Question 5 of the module. Okay, little bit difficult, so please understand what is there karke, and then we will wind up the session. Just a structure, overall view is given as to what is there. Question 5, a little bit tricky, so please try to understand what's there karke. Okay, let's come to question number 5. Okay, let's have a look. Chalo. Now let's pay attention to this. Sir, in a factory, the basic wage rate is 100. per hour, and overtime rates are as follows. So sir, normally I pay 100 rupees to my worker, but if my worker is doing overtime, I will give him some extra, right? One overtime is this, second overtime is this. The one overtime is like this. My factory opens at 12 a.m. then it shuts at 10 p.m. I told my worker, please worker, come before 12 a.m. or work after 10 p.m. 12 p.m. sorry, 12 p.m. please come before 12 p.m. or work after 10 p.m. That is overtime, before and after normal working hours, sir. If worker is doing that, I will pay him 175%. Okay, sir. And if my worker is coming on Sunday, especially in the factory to work, I will give him 225%. It means my normal rate is 100. If he comes, he works before or after, I will give him 175, and then it is 225%. Okay, sir. Now, Mayur, illustration number 11 के लिए I have to do one more question, practical, but as of now, chalo, let's do this. During the previous year, the following hours were worked: normal time, OT, and then this is work on Sundays वगैरह. ठीक है, these many hours. I hope you understand. Normal वाले के लिए I have to do 100, before and after वाले के लिए it is 175 per hour, and Sunday के लिए 225 per hour. Yes, sir. This is something which is done in previous year. Okay, sir, understood. Okay. The following hours have been worked on job Z. Now, see, I have worked for 1 year. You will say that in past 6 months, I have studied for this many hours. And out of these many hours, 1000 hours, I devoted 100 hours for this subject. Same way, in the past year, we have worked for 1,25,000 hours. And out of 1,25,000 hours, we have worked for 1125 hours on product Z, job Z. Okay, now something is given as normal, overtime, and Sunday. Again, normal means 12 to 10, we can say before 12 p.m. after 10 p.m. that is before after, that is this overtime. And if worker is coming on Sunday or holiday, which is your this extra one. Acha suno. Now the thing is data is given for 1 year and for one job, and 3 rates are there. Sir, you are required to calculate labor cost chargeable to job Z and overhead. Now, there are 2 options, either labor cost chargeable to job Z and overhead in each of the following instances. Dekho, there are 3 instances. Pehla, chalo, I will start with the C part, where overtime is worked at the request of the customer to expedite the job. Acha, I need to focus upon job Z. Okay, I need to focus upon job Z. I need to calculate what is the cost which is chargeable to job Z. So I will simply say, sir, for job Z, what is the, how many hours we have taken? Acha, chala, there are 2 ways you can calculate like this. Sir, for this 1000 hours, na, acha, first of all, so this overtime is done at the request of the customer. So tell me, first of all, you are doing business. Customer is coming and customer is saying, sir, I need this urgent. Sir, I need this urgent. Now only. So you will say, see, if I do this, you have to pay me extra, right? I hope you understand. Just tell me this. I hope you agree with me that if overtime is done at the request of the customer, then whatever payment you are making to your, for overtime, everything will be recovered from the customer, because customer has requested you to do the overtime. He wanted that urgently. So you will recover that from the customer, right? There is no problem with that. You can recover that cost from the customer, overtime wala, if it is at the request, charge to customer. Yeah, Ashwini, that is right. So now understand. I can see that into 100. Sir, either kitna rate? Here it is 175, here it is 225. Get the answer. Total answer kitna aega? Cal se pe 1000 into 100 m plus 100 into 175 m plus 25 into 225 m plus MRC. 123, 125 will be your answer. This is the amount that you will charge to your customer. 123, 125. Let me check. Customer se lenge. Okay, so I hope you clear with this. 123, 175. 123, 125. But sir, there is a different way to calculate this answer. Sir, how? Samjho. Suppose customer has not requested. He said, okay, you can do it at your end. Then what is the amount that I must have charged to my worker? Generally, I will say like this, Dek worker, Dek customer, for your job, I take how many hours? 1125. Normal hours, all hours are normal hours. Let us say 1125. Not here, not here. All hours are normal. There is no urgency at the customer level. So I can say I will charge kitna 1125 into 100. That is something that you need to understand. Yes, I will charge this much. But sir, customer has requested, right, to do the overtime. He wanted that urgently. So now 100 hours out of this 100 hours are shifted over here. So can I say for those 100 hours, instead of paying 100, I paid 175 extra. So they say, so for this 100 hours, I kitna paid extra into 75, I will say. That is 7,500. And for this 25 hours, I can say that instead of paying 100, I paid a 225. So 225 minus 100 into 25, that is 3125. Do you understand this other way of calculation? Take all hours over here, all hours into 100. Then what is the extra? See, it is like 100, 175, 225. So just cut this. 75, just cut 100. So it is 125. And then yeah, total is done over here. I hope you understand this thing, whatever I am saying, thoda shortcut way mein, ki you will see these are normal. 100 is there, so I can simply say like this, 100,000 into 100. Then for this 100 hours, into 100 I was supposed to pay, but I paid 75 extra because overtime is done. Then for this 25 hours, I was supposed to give 100, but because it is done in overtime, I paid 225. So I paid 125 extra. This is overtime wala part. 100 into 75 plus 25 into 125. I can say 10625. Okay. Pallavi, you can do first wala method, but institute does like this, so I am doing other way around. That is also okay. वो भी कर सकते हैं. कोई problem नहीं है. At the end you will get the same answer. Okay. But the problem will arise for the first and second part. It is third part, na? There is no problem. But there can be a problem in the second part actually. ये B wala part. That is why I am going like that. What is the extra you have given? This. And it is like 125 into 100. So that is 112500. You need to add these two. 112500 plus 10625. So that becomes this answer. Again, same. Acha, now understand. Sir, customer has not requested us to do the overtime. Let's go for the first case. Let us go for the first case. Sir, where overtime is worked regularly throughout the year as a policy due to the workers shortage. What is this? Where overtime is worked regularly throughout the year. Regularly, it means on very first day, I know I have to do overtime. On very first day, I know one thing, that I will have to do overtime karke on very first day because of workers shortage. Will you recover this cost from the customer? Yes, because it is a normal cost now for you. You are going to incur every day overtime ka cost. So you are not going to bear that. You have to recover it from the customer. You know it on the very first day. But the question arises, how will you recover? Sir, can you do like this? The product which is manufactured on normal day will be sasta. You will sell it at a lower price. The product which is manufactured on Sunday, now you paid higher amount to the worker. Normal day pay you pay 100, Sunday ko you pay 225. Can you recover this extra 225 from the customer? Okay, ye wala product is cheaper, this wala is महंगा, it is like at a higher rate because it is manufactured on Sunday. No, worker will say, I don't care whether you have produced it on Sunday or Monday, I don't care. So I want to keep one same selling price for every product, whether it is on Monday or Sunday, doesn't matter, normal day or Sunday. How you will get one selling price? You have to take the average. Like you will say, for this 1 lakh hours I paid 100, for this hours I paid 175, for these hours I paid 225. So what is the total payment that will come? 1 lakh into 100 M plus 20,000 into 175 M plus 5,000 into 225 M plus MRC. So you paid this much amount. So just take the average divided by 1,25,000. So on an average 117. Now you won't charge higher and lower, you will make the fixed rate. That is, I will charge 117 rupees. As and when my worker is working on a product, I will charge 117. Weighted average, yes. So if I say weighted average, so here we go, sir. Weighted average, देखो. Last part में इसका solution होगा, yeah. So first I did this part. If the OT is done regularly, so sorry, first I went for this customer wala. Then if the OT is done regularly, so we did this 117 we calculated, and our product requires 1125 hours, job Z into 117, same rate, average rate we have calculated. Sir, last part, what is last part? Let's understand what is last part. Sir, last part says where overtime is done irregularly. It is like Diwali and all is there, so it is not regular. We don't have workers ka shortage, but sometimes demand suddenly increases. That is irregular, not regular, it is irregular. Acha, customer is demanding कि I need this now only. No, customer is not requesting you. अचानक से जहाँ पे you used to there was a demand of 10 units, generally there was a demand of 10 units. अचानक से now there is a demand of 100 units or 1000 units, and you want to satisfy that demand. So you need to hire some extra worker for that matter. Can you recover this cost from the customer? No, because customer has not requested you. And you cannot increase the selling price, right? यहाँ पे 117 was done on very first day, and then you calculated this rate कि 117 will be chargeable. अचानक से you cannot increase the price, so you cannot recover it from the customer, that is for sure. So what should be done? You can recover only normal cost from the customer, that is job Z has taken 1125 hours into 100, only that much can be recovered from the customer and added to product, that is 1125. Normal cost will be charged to job Z, that is 1125 into 100. And sir, whatever extra you are paying for those 100 hours, instead of 100 you paid 175, so extra you paid 100 ke liye you paid 225. You cannot recover this from the customer. This is your loss. So you have to transfer it to the costing P&L actually. But institute has given you only option, that is either job Z and overhead. So I won't argue with ICI, and I will transfer this to the factory overheads, guys. Okay. So that was the thing. Okay, charge to factory overhead, Ashwini. Yeah, perfect. So now, otherwise it would have been transferred to P&L account, but yeah, they have only two options if this question comes. Okay, now let me rapidly revise as to whatever we have done. Please understand. Sir, we started with labor costing or employee costing. It has how many parts, sir? 4 parts. First is Halsey and Rowan. Another one is labor turnover. Labor turnover has 2 parts. Calculation of labor turnover, calculation of turnover, and calculation of profit lost. Then I can say third part which we got is rate per hour. And then guys, there is a overtime calculation that we had. Okay. So fair enough, sir. If I talk about Halsey and Rowan, you should always go for a TT upon TA minus TT, then TS, and you will get rate per hour. And then you know the Halsey and Rowan ke liye what will be the formula? TT into R will remain same, TT into R, but TS into R is your saving. 50% will be shared with the worker. Here it is reverse, R into TS into TT upon TA. Okay, that will be Halsey Rowan ke liye. Acha, calculation of labor turnover, I can say there are 2 parts. Separation, someone is leaving, then someone is coming in. So there are 2 parts, either replacement or new joining. Upon average number of workers, upon average number of workers, upon average number of workers into 100 into 100. Flux method, you need to add all 3. Separated, replaced, new, join, upon average into 100. That is flux method. Sir, profit lost. There will be one calculation for contribution lost. That is nothing but sales into PV ratio, you get contribution, and then R's wala details. So contribution loss, settlement cost, someone who has left the organization, then recruitment cost, all will come. यहाँ पे sir, labor cost divided by hours. When I say labor cost बोले तो per annum का let's say, and per annum के hours. तो total hours minus normal hours करने का, you will get those hours, and then overtime का now we dealt with. There are 3 parts. If it is at the request of the customer, you can recover entire cost from the customer. If it is regular, so you have to recover because it is normal, but on very first day, you need to calculate weighted average for that matter. If it is irregular, then you cannot recover it from the customer. So you can recover only normal cost, and balance part will be transferred to overheads. I hope guys that is something you have understood. If there is any value addition which can be taken forward or input from your side, so that I will take care in the next lecture as to what should be done karke bolo. So this is the short revision of the chapter of labor costing. Okay. Anything you want to say? Else we can end the session. Boliye zara. Hello everybody. So I think that is done. Fair enough for the day. We can meet Maybe I will update the schedule in the Telegram group, which is CA Armor. Yeah, awesome lecture. Yeah, Mohammed, thank you so much. Yeah, so that's it. Super. Jalaluddin. Okay, yes. Acha, those who are watching the video, they can comment once the stream is over so that it will reach out to the maximum people, and you can like the video always so that even it can reach out to the maximum people. Sir, आप RTP और past year करवा दोगे? Mayur, I can try. That was a really great RRR. Okay, yeah, Mohammed. Thank you, Ashwini. Thank you so much. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, bye bye.